Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. And this opening kickoff doesn't reach the landing zone, hitting short of the 20, so that will move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Herbert rolling to the left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A huge play right off the bat. 35 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to...
And he will score! Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Exiting the pocket right. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. His offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
This is 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Buffalo. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Khalil Herbert to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
A run with the Central Florida prominent R.J. Harvey. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Now Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. In a comfortable to the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd down, and is a run by Harvey.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He's got his man. That's Legette. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he will score. Xavier Legette, touchdown New England.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on 4th down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Herbert to the former Cal Bear, Jake Tundra. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Herbert to the air again. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bills. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But
and trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up second and
9. Here's a second and 9 now from the 29. We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with first and 10. They'll go play action here with Dart. Open man downfield. It's Warren. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
Here's first and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
A play fake. Now Dart. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Travis Hunter. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 8-yard line.
On second down, Harvey. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Harvey is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Patriots 14.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Bills take over first and 10. 26-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. Oh, the ball's out. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. The ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third and a long way to go. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll check this one down to Charbonnet. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal.
70 Lions! Cut my team! Cut my team!
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Sean Tucker. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Purple. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give to Charbonnet. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Down a 3rd and 2. Now, Herbert. That is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
19 Tiger.
To the air on 2nd down. Duck. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 7.
70 range. Go. 79 Brock. Take back to 60.
And a shotgun. It's Duck. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A 56-yard attempt.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Patriots will take a 24-21 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Herbert. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
1st down, Bills.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. down inside the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Herbert to the air again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down. Now Herbert again. Mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six. But he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Let's go now.
Guard gonna hold on to it himself, and he will take it in himself. Jackson Dart, touchdown New England.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Will Riker to kick off.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. On play action now, Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
To throw is Dart on first and 10. He'll find the rookie out of Ohio State, and Emeka Egbuka. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Give now to Harvey, running right, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they will finally run him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Travis Hunter was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go.
Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Again, it's Harvey. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
That's swung out to Harvey. And he's into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Patriots. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for the second half. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Herbert now on 1st down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a 1st down. No play fake. Herbert. Catch is made. That is Williams. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play. Run out of catch.
Next to score, Patriots 38, Bills 28. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. One side, caught by Hunter. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Brings up
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the ground, this is Harvey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that. And this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Start of the 4th, and it's a run with Charbonnet. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But
he's got another one. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bills. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Even Morey on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Half the 60. Half the 60.
A run, 1 Once more, that's Harvey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll run again. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
So they decide to move the pocket in the launch point for the quarterback by calling a bootleg. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball downfield, but it does allow him to get out onto the edge, pick up a positive gain, and convert the first down.
Moving to his right. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Dart's going to throw here on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride that hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to have the Pats first down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. Dart going to throw it again. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
19 tight, 19 tight, Cougar 19.
Throwing again, Dart. Across left side, caught by his running back. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
And the Patriots.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half.
4-yard line.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Out to his right. To the pylon. He's in. Jackson Dart. Touchdown, New England.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Patriots 45, Bills 35. Will
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and
5. Go. Set. Reel it.
On play action, it's Herbert. Moving to his left. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's going to be caught.
Some teams just had a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just pumping the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. Herbert to the air again. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Going again, Herbert. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Patriots are going to take possession.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't.
And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack. Now, second and goal. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.